Hey, what is up YouTube? This is Redcar200. So we got episode 2. This is a key to Bubbly. So what I'm doing on this series is I'm trading all the way up to from a single key all the way to the black market Bubbly, giving you some commentary, giving you some trading tips why I do that. If you haven't checked out episode 1, I encourage you to look at that one first before you look at this video, so that way you have a better idea of what we've been doing. I'd like to thank all the audience for giving me a lot of support, a lot of comments. I'm very appreciative. Thank you very much. On my very first video, I did have a giveaway. There was only one person that entered in the giveaway. He let me know what was his favorite wheels. That is Purple 19. So if you'd like to get together, you are my winner, and I'll go ahead and give you a Goop decal and Purple blender wheels from the Totally Awesome crate. So if you do like what I have to say about these videos, subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos as well. I recently made a video about God. I did a trading mistake, and I went ahead and kind of related the two things together. So if you are into Rocket League, you are into trading, I do encourage you to check out that video. So let's go ahead and get started with this one though. First thing I'm going to do is give you a recap of all the items that I currently have at the moment. So it's working out pretty good. I do have 2 black markets, have some Rocket Pass items, okay, 2 imports, an exotic. So I do have a few things to work with. Okay, let's get started with our first trade here. So I did have an offer for the Firework Goal Explosion. I was trying to get 3 keys off of it, but no one was willing to give me 3 keys. It does range from, I believe, 3 to 4, but no one's willing to give me 3 keys. So I had to settle for 2 keys and some add-ons. Okay, I thought the import, the Nimbus, was actually pretty good. I was trying to have him add something. Okay, I did see the black Lone Wolf. Okay, if you have any of these Lone Wolves painted, they are pretty decent. You could probably maybe squeeze a key off of each painted one. If you have a titanium white one, people are more willing to give you more for it. Maybe 2 keys at the minimum. Okay, luckily Octane is the most popular car, so obviously their decals are very popular as well if you have them painted. So I do feel good getting some keys there. Alright, so in my next trade, someone wanted the DT5, so I had one painted saffron, so they're willing to give me a little bit more for it. They offered the Mantis and the Nipper wheels, but the problem with that is that it was decent, but I was trying to have him add since he was requesting for the item. I think they would be more willing to give you a little bit more. One tip I could give you is make sure you put please on there when you are asking someone to add. I just think it's common courtesy, and they're more willing to give you the item because you're telling them please. Okay, I'm just trying to squeeze any little thing from them. Obviously, if it's a painted import, okay, my goal is to get obviously 2 items or at least 3 off my painted import. Okay, I just think it's good business to get a little bit more than what you had in the beginning. Okay, so on my next trade is where I went ahead and got my big break. If you have a Singularity Go Explosion, no one wants to give you 2 keys or more for that, man. It is very difficult to get 2 keys off of that Go Explosion, so it's best to use for trade up. Luckily someone had a Sub-Zero Go Explosion. They wanted to trade it for another one, so I went ahead and offered him the Singularity Go Explosion. He was fine with that, but I basically just needed to I added the key, and I was trying not to give too much away because obviously I wanted to keep some of my things, but I went ahead and offered him the Demon Disc wheels, and he went and accepted that. So that was where I actually got my big break, because that actually ranges about 4 to 5 keys. Alright, my next trade is a little one. Someone wanted the painted Nimbus, and he went ahead and offered me 2 imports. Okay, remember, if something's painted, you have an import, it's best to get 2 imports off of that painted item. It's just good business. The 2 imports though, those are player choice imports, which are more valuable. Okay, my next trade, I went ahead and used a different website. I think it's called Rocket League Trading. I went ahead and filtered it to someone looking for a Sub-Zero Go Explosion. Those range around 4 to 5 keys. On GamerLink, they were only willing to give me 3 and some add-ons. I wanted the keys because I know it was a really good Go Explosion. So I went ahead and found someone that was willing to give me 4 keys flat. So I went ahead and just accepted that. I thought it was a really good deal, and this is where I got another big break off my Go Explosion here. So my next trade, a tip that I could give you is, for one, if you have a solar flare, just like the Singularity Go Explosion, no one wants to give you 2 keys or more for it, so they're really hard to sell. So I would not recommend buying one and trying to use it up for trade up, unless you find someone that is maybe new to Rocket League. So this guy had he basically posted on GamerLink that he was selling a Saffron solar flare, and he actually wanted 3 keys, which I think is reasonable due to the fact that it's painted. But I noticed that he had it on there for a while and he wasn't getting any offers for it. So because of that, he basically realized his item was not as valuable as he thought it was. Okay, so because of that, I offered him something lower, and he was more willing to accept it because his solar flare link was basically on there for such a long time. And I went ahead and offered him 1 key plus some add-ons for it, and I think it's a really big boost because it goes for 3 to 4 keys. Obviously I'm not going to try to get the keys back for it, but I'm going to try to trade up that for another black market, which would work out because, you know, anything paint, the way I see things is that black market, and if it's painted, it is a little bit more valuable, but no one basically wants to cough up the keys for it. So I thought throwing in a key plus some add-ons, I was honestly it was very risky because I didn't think he would take the trade, but he went ahead and took it, and it just made me so happy about it. So sometimes we just luck out and we do get some good trades. So that'd be a good tip. Look at the offers. They have 0 offers. Those are the ones you want to go to because they're more willing to give you things because they realize their item is not worth as much as they think. So in my next trade, someone wanted a player choice import, and obviously the reason why those are so valuable is because if you trade up 5 of them, you have a chance of getting a Draco, painted Draco, or basically a painted Zamba, which is, you know, they're very valuable if you could get a titanium white one. So he just wanted a player choice import, and I went ahead and offered him the Twinser, and he went ahead and just offered me just some more things. Okay, remember, if I'm pretty much giving them 1 item, okay, obviously I want more for 1 item. Okay, there's some exotics in there, but remember, I could use them for a good add-on onto other things. In my next trade, someone had a Stormwatch, so I thought it'd be a good idea to offer him the solar flare, the saffron one, which is worth about 3 to 4 keys. I went ahead and added on the black lone wolf, which is about another key, and then the just extra key on the side. So we're looking, the Stormwatch goes for about 5 to 6 keys, so I went ahead and offered something decent of worth of 5 keys. That black lone wolf, remember, I did say that runs about maybe a key that you could actually receive from it. So I got a really nice black market for what I just gave him, especially if I got that solar flare on the cheap. Okay, my next trade, I went ahead and just made a mistake. Someone actually wanted a key, and they offered me just some random things that I didn't think I could get anything out of, but I went ahead and searched them, and I saw that they were golden egg imports. Okay, and I actually thought I was receiving 3 of them. Okay, the only problem is one was actually a golden gift instead of a golden egg. I actually didn't check it very clearly. The next thing I noticed is that the golden egg, there's 2 editions of them. Okay, there's an older one and then there's a newer one. The newer one is a pixelated one, and you can't distinguish the 2 just by clicking the L3 on the actual item itself. So when you are wanting golden egg imports, okay, you do actually have to be a little careful because they both say golden eggs, and one is the old edition and one is the newer edition. So I'm not sure if Psionics will ever fix that. But I went in and spent a key and then an exotic, which, I was kind of worried about the key, but I did make a mistake here. This was not a very good trade, at least in my opinion, but it didn't affect me much. Okay, for my next trade, I went ahead and just entered a trading lobby. Basically, someone just wanted to trade, so I went ahead and just showed him all the things I was willing to trade, and better yet, the item he wanted was the mantis. Okay, and at first he went ahead and just offered a bunch of items. Okay, and I just thought that I just thought at him, and I was like, man, this is a bunch of junk. I don't want any of these things. I want something worth a little bit more. But if you look at it closely, that lightning, and he's gonna basically put a pigeon banner on there. Okay, those are what they call non-crate very rares. I don't know if he knows that, but I know that. Okay, and he's offering those 2 things for me. If you get 3 of them, you could basically get a key off of it. Okay, so if I'm getting the totally awesome crates as well as an import, he definitely is overpaying, and he might not even realize it. So at that point, I thought that was a really good deal, and I went ahead and just took it for the mantis. I even like the fact that this guy gave me a comment and told me that I was the best. I guess because I just took a whole bunch of junk from him, but I don't think he realized what he gave me, so I think he's the best. Alright, so my next trade is actually for a big one. This guy offered Streamline, and that is actually worth about 8 to 9 keys, and he wanted a mainframe. Unfortunately, I don't have a mainframe, so I went ahead and offered the Stormwatch. Okay, and I have a whole bunch of ads that I could basically, because this would actually be the big one to get to Bubbly, since it's worth 8 to 9 keys. Bubbly is worth around 11 to 12 keys, so I was trying to convince him to, okay, I'll give you a bunch of other things, with the Stormwatch. Okay, I did have the 2 keys and I didn't want to give that up, so I was offering him, okay, the totally awesome crates. Some people at this point, it had kind of died off, so having 4 of them, which is okay. And then I offered them the 3 imports. Okay, the 2 were the golden egg imports. Okay, I offered them the 2 non-crate. I'm sorry, the very rares that were non-crate. So, I went ahead and just checked to see if he'd actually take that, and he was more than willing to do that. So I was very happy about it. And then and 1 exotic, man, this was an awesome deal that this guy went ahead and just took from me. Okay, for that streamline black market. Alright, so now at this point I'm feeling really good about myself because I do got the streamline, which is worth about 8 to 9 keys, and I do have the 2 extra keys on the side. So I'm offering that for Bubbly, and no one is willing to take that from me with a bunch of add-ons. Okay, so I thought to myself, okay, I gotta do another trade with the 2 keys. This guy was offering a popcorn go explosion, which I think is a decent go explosion. He wanted 3 keys for it. I told him I'd give him 2 plus a bunch of add-ons. So I went ahead and showed him everything that I had, and he went ahead and just kind of nitpicked certain things that he might have wanted. Okay, so then at that point I was trying to convince him for the popcorn, because the popcorn is worth about 3 to 4. So now with streamline and the popcorn together, okay, someone has to take that deal for the Bubbly, because that'd be basically an overpayment. So at this point, man, I'm feeling very good about myself. I'm in the clear to get Bubbly. I'm offering an overpayment. Someone is more than willing to get this, because I know I would if I had Bubbly. So I offered the streamline black market decal, as well as the popcorn black market go explosion, and better yet, someone did accept the offer for Bubbly. Okay, and then at that point I went ahead and thought, in the very beginning I was always going to give the item away. Okay, the Bubbly, I was always going to give it away because it was only worth the key to me. Okay, and why not just give it to my subscribers, the people that are willing to view my channel and to support me? I'd really appreciate it. So I told myself, rather than just give 1 item away, why don't I just give the streamline as well as the popcorn away? Now I have 2 items to give away. Okay, so obviously you could tell that this guy is more than willing to accept my deal, but at the last minute I went ahead and just backed off, and I told him, like, well, look, this is for a video. I'm going to keep the items. I just want to show that yes, you are going to accept my offer. And for me, just pretty much you blowing you off, I'm going to go ahead and give you every other item that I have that is not the black market. So he was cool about it. He was really understanding. So, and Lewis, I do appreciate you participating in this. Okay, sorry, but you did get a lot of free items. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you'll forgive me for what I did to you. Okay, he did want the original offer. He went ahead and asked for it, but I told him, I go, look, this is for a video. I'm gonna go ahead and give the 2 black markets away. Okay, so the way I will give them away is, all you got to do is leave in the comments below what is your favorite black market. If you don't have one, just place that on there and just put giveaway right beside it. Subscribe to the channel, and I will go ahead and give them away. Okay, I'll go ahead and put you in a cart, a wheel, and the first person that I go ahead and choose will get dibs on whichever one they want, and the second person will get whatever is left over. Okay, so that basically concludes my video. Okay, I have shown you how to get from a key all the way to Bubbly. Just to give you some advice, you do have to have a lot of patience to do this. It doesn't come easy. There's a lot of time, basically looking for trades. Okay, they don't automatically just come to you, so there's a lot of work involved in doing this, but it is possible, and I just want to show this to you. This is all done on PS4, and this is all done using the app GamerLink, as well as that other website, which I believe is called Rocket League Trading. Okay, but let's go ahead and conclude my video. Okay, hopefully you appreciate it. Please give me a like, so that way you do know I do know that you do like the content. I'll go ahead and make another one for you. Okay, remember, comment down below in order to receive one of the black markets. Okay, thank you for watching, and God bless you.